Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on the look I'm wearing right now. It's an extremely colorful and extremely random makeup look, but I wanted to play around with this new Stila liquid eyeshadow in the shade Sunset Cove. But when I went to apply it on my lid, I didn't like how it looked. It just wasn't blending as well as I wanted it to. For me, this color specifically is just a little bit harder to work with versus the other ones I have. When I was doing this eye off camera, I was doing it first and I kind of struggled to use this, but I made it work in the end and I really like how the look turned out. I just put an eyeshadow on top of this and then it turned out fine. This is totes not a wearable look at all. Not very wearable, but I thought it would be fun to create. If you want to see how to get this mermaid inspired look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes and now I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Carnival, and I'm gonna use this to buff into my crease, and I'm really gonna be generous with this eyeshadow. I am applying it really heavily in the crease and just blowing it out. And I do that for a while until I get the color I want, like the color intensity that I want. And then I took another Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Hot Pants, and this is really random, but I just put this pretty much everywhere on my entire lid. Don't know why I did this, but I was just kind of winging this eyeshadow look. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was just grabbing random colors. Then I went in with the Morphe eyeshadow in the shade Grape Day, and I'm applying this to the outer corners and to the inner corners as well. So we're gonna do this so that we create that halo look, and we're gonna leave that center completely bare. Well, not completely bare, with that other eyeshadow underneath. And I'm just taking that Grape Day shadow and I'm connecting it into my crease. So the only part that I don't want this purple shadow to be on is the center of the lid. Then I took the Stila Sunset Cove liquid eyeshadow. I did it because I did it on the other eye and it wouldn't make sense not to do it, but I cover it up with something else. But I just applied that to my lid and kind of blended it out with a brush. And then I went in with the Sparkle Baby palette by Sugar Pill, and I took the shade Candy Crush and I applied that right on top of the Stila liquid shadow. And I feel like the Stila shadow kind of acted like a glue and really intensified the Sugar Pill shadow. And then I went back in with my Morphe shadow and I'm just intensifying everything, going back in with that Sugar Pill shade, just making sure everything is nice and blended. Just repeating the same steps over and over and making sure that it's the intensity that I want. I'm gonna go back into the Carnival eyeshadow and just add some more to my crease. To make the look pop a little bit more, I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter in the shade Distortion, and I'm gonna focus this right on top of the Sugar Pill shadow so it's nice and glittery when you turn your head. I love it. And then to highlight my brow bone, I just took the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade White Lies. So to start off my face, I'm gonna take the Pixie Milky Mist just to hydrate my skin a bit, and then I went in with the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD Skin Booster. I think I really like this, but I don't want to say anything just yet because I'm still testing it out. And for foundation, I'm going in with my, what is this called? Oh, the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation, and I'm in the shade Fair. And I'm just applying this with a beauty blender. It's a very, very dewy foundation, but I think it looks nice and natural. I love it. For underneath my eyes, I'm trying out this new product. This is the Algenist Reveal Color Correcting Eye Serum. I bought this because my dark circles are doing pretty bad these days. I'm not getting much sleep, and I don't know, I had pretty good reviews. I wanted to test it out. So I'm applying that underneath my concealer just to cover up my dark circles a little bit, and then I went in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Not that this isn't full coverage on its own, but I just wanted to do a little bit of color correcting. And I'm blending that underneath my eyes and between my brows, on my nose, on my chin, just to even everything out because that concealer is a little bit lighter than my foundation. Well, a lot lighter than my foundation. To set down the concealer, I took my NYC Smooth Skin Loose Setting Powder and I set my concealer down, but then I went ahead and just set my entire face pretty much because the foundation I used is pretty tacky, so I just wanted to set it down. Okay, so I started on my under eyes when I realized I wasn't recording, but I took the Sugar Pill eyeshadow in the shade Mochi, and on a pencil brush I just ran that underneath my lower lash line, and then I took the Morphe Grape Day shadow, and I'm focusing this on the outer corners and the inner corners. I'm just mirroring my top lid, so just exactly like how it looks on the top, I just want the middle to be bare, and then I go back in with the Sugar Pill eyeshadow just to intensify the blue a bit. Just to blend everything out, I went in with the Carnival eyeshadow by Makeup Geek, making sure everything just blends nicely together. And to brighten up my waterline, I took the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in Deja Blue and blended out some more. So for mascara, I took my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I applied that to my top and bottom lashes. And then for my inner corners, I took the Makeup Geek Foiled Eyeshadow in the shade Whimsical. And then to finish up the eyes, I took the Salon Perfect Falsies in 615 and I just popped them on. They're very spiky and spidery, but I think it looks cool with this look. To contour my face, I'm gonna take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I like saying it like that. I just can't say butter bronzer. I have to say butter. So I'm putting on my butter bronzer. I'm contouring with a fan brush, a fluffy fan brush. And then I wanted to warm up the skin and add kind of like an overall glowy bronze look. So I took the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer in the shade Golden Days. I love it. Just warms up the skin so nicely. It kind of adds a nice sheen. And then for blush, I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in the shade First Love. It's a very natural, everyday blush. I love it. And then to highlight, I'm actually taking two shades. One of them is a little pointless and you'll see why in a second, but I took the Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic Palette and I took the purple one. It's called Ultraviolet Amethyst and I just highlighted, excuse me. And I just highlighted with this shade. And then I went in with the Bare Minerals Invisible Glow powder in medium. And I don't like this. I feel like it didn't really add anything. I kind of wanted it to tone down the purpleness, but it pretty much did nothing. But anyway, I went in with my lip color. This is the Milani Liquid Lipstick in the shade Pretty. And I wanted something kind of like a Barbie pink, but I wanted to tone it down just a little bit. So I took the Bare Minerals Gloss in the shade Groovy, and I just blended it in on top. Okay guys, so that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
And that's what I did too. Or for me. Is my mom here? Because he's a liability.